So apparently it's a little more than 10 minutes of stretching. So here is part 2. We just finished doing the pigeon on each side. If you want to hold it longer, you can. So let's move into the second set of stretching. Here we go. So my hips are nice and loose. This is a good stretch for your shoulders and of course your back. So if you cannot do a back bridge, I'm going to show you an alternative. I like to wear shoes. So the shoes help to give me a little bit of support. And I'm going to bring my feet in as close to my buttocks as I can. From here, if you're not doing the back bridge, just hold on to your ankles or your heels and lift your hips up as high as you can, keeping your knees parallel. So don't let them open up like this. Keep them parallel. Push up through the buttocks. You can hold it with your hand. I want you to get a really good stretch. So I like to do back bridge. So here I go. I'm going to keep my feet in nice and tight. I'm going to curl up. Hands right beside my ears. I'm just going to push up, tuck my head in, and then I'm going to lift up. From here, I'm going to stretch through the legs. Really stretch it up. And you do that a few times, coming down. And then we're going to stretch out a little bit of our leg again. So extend one leg, cross the other leg over, keep your shoulder blades down, and just drop that knee over. Really, I pull down on it and stretch it. Love it. You can even put your arm out to the side if that feels good. But I'm really feeling this. Sometimes my low back will crack a little bit. Feel it in here. Hip flexor, gluteal, along the side of the leg. Nice. And breathing all the time. Okay, let's switch to the other leg. I always bend my knees up first, extend that leg, and then cross it over. Okay, so keeping your shoulder blades down. You're pressing your hip. I'm really pressing quite hard. I want that stretch to happen. Again, the only real passive stretch I do is the pigeon. The pigeon you just want to relax into, but the rest of them, you do want to push it quite a bit. Okay, so once that's done, we're going to extend our legs. We're going to do a forward fold. What I like to do is extend my arms overhead and really reach out like I'm trying to touch the opposite walls with my heels and my fingers. Then I'm going to inhale, reach it up, pulling up through my hips, reaching right up, and then I fold forward. Fold forward, adjust your hips a little bit, and just hang out here for about 60 seconds. So I won't do that right now. And if you just lean over, you may drop down a little further. When your 60 seconds are down, come up. And let's turn it around. I'm going to do a butterfly. So bring the soles of your feet together. Now that may be enough for you, and you can grab onto your ankles and just press down. Or you can grab onto your toes. Try not to pull up. Just press them down, and I like to walk in a bit further and press my knees down. From here, if you still have a little more flexibility, lift up through the chest and then press forward. And I'm going to hold this for a little bit. So another 30 to 60 seconds there. We're almost done. You're going to come up, keeping your shoes on for now. I'm going to come all the way up. And I'm going to take my feet, I don't know, 3 to 3.5 feet apart. And I'm bending over. Now I like to keep my legs straight because this is for my hamstring, my low back. But if you need to bend your knees, keep your back flat. Okay, see how my back is flat? My head is reaching out. We're going to do some legs and arms. So here, I'm just going to drop down and I'm really pressing so I can get my arms almost all the way down. And you're going to find you're actually going to increase this a little bit. So just hang out here, stretching. Okay, and then I always go one side, really stretch it out, and I'm pushing this knee back. I'm pushing it back with my shoulder, my elbow. And I'm doing that a few times. So I'll only do it a couple times, but you can do it 4, 5, 6 times. And then I might go in the center and press my knees back, really opening up, okay? Hip opener, very important. Okay, take it back to the center. Now here, watch my arms. I'm gonna clasp my fingers, pull it straight up. I'm gonna flip the hands, and I'm gonna bring it down. Now I did have some physio on my shoulders today, so you gotta be careful. Keep your palms flipped up, and then flatten out your back, but keep your arms where they are. Flatten out your back. Good. And just hang here. Now I'm dropping my chest down. And I'm feeling my legs, my hips, everything. Relax. You can hold it longer than I'm holding it. And I'm going to roll the arms out. From here, I'm going to take my arms forward, and I'm going to press my chest down. Really reaching those fingers out. Nice. And then I bring it in again, and you know what? I drop that. I can go a little bit further. Good. Okay. Here's what all happens, folks. We're going to take these shoes off. So we need some slippery surface. If you want, you can have socks. If you aren't wearing socks, then just do this on the carpet, not on your mat. And we're going to go into a split position. Okay. Taking the feet out to the side, and you just go down. Now what I like to do, proper split, your knees are sticking straight up. So I'm going to roll forward because I want to feel the stretch again in my inside of my thighs, and I'm going to hold it there for a little while. You go down as far as you can. Oh, and that feels so good. So once you feel like that's nice and stretched out, and I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to turn to one side, and I'm going to stretch down. So you can feel the front hamstring and the back hip flexor. Back to the center, and then over to the other side. This is my bad side, okay? And I usually do that 2 or 3 times. And when you feel like you've had enough, bring your legs together. We need to do the quads. So quads, I spring my knees together, drop them to one side, bring the top leg back as far as I can. I'm already feeling it. And I'm just going to lay back, pressing my hip forward until I feel a nice stretch. You can lay all the way back. And I just enjoy it. This is another passive. I just lay here, but I am actively pressing my hip forward. Good place to read a book. You know? Nice. So you do this for a period of time. Up. And I'm going to switch over, bring your knees together, drop them to the other side. Pull this top leg back. Feeling it. Pressing the hips forward. Lay back. If you want, lay all the way back. This is my tight side. And I can press that hip forward. I really need that. And there you have it. That's my Evie's legs stretch routine, the one that I use exclusively every time that I do a workout. I follow it up with this stretch. I have taught myself to be more flexible. You want to be careful, make sure you're doing the correct positioning, and if anything hurts, please do not continue. It should feel like a nice pull, but not a hurt. So if you're interested in getting any of the Evie's legs leggings or sports bras, please go to amazon.ca or amazon.com and search for Evie's legs. See you next time.